Okay, y'all, so this is the robe that I was sent, and I actually like it. It's made of really good quality. I can tell that this is going to last me a really long time. As you all can see, it's really cute, and it definitely elevates my sleepwear, loungewear. It's giving sophisticated. It is. I really like it. I can tell it's going to last a long time. This is going to have great longevity, and it's made out of good material. And it's really soft, and I'm not going to be too hot, or I feel like maybe even not too cold. I feel like it's perfect for the summertime, and especially lounging around the house. Remember, I do have a 20% off code, which is Morris. I will have it in the description box as well as this video, so y'all be sure to check them out. You won't be disappointed. They have so many more other colors as well. It's really crazy that every time I pick out my outfit, every time I pick out my outfit the night before, the weather changes. Like, the weather was really good yesterday, and now wake up to it's raining outside and it's cold. So what I had planned to wear, I cannot wear. So I'm just gonna be cute and casual this Sunday in this black dress, and right now I'm looking for like a sweater or something to put on with it. I think I'm gonna do this. This one could be cute too, but I think I'm gonna do the colorful one. Okay, y'all, so this is my outfit of the day for today. Just cute and casual for today. My camera died, so I went ahead and got ready without the camera. So I did my makeup and hair, all of that good stuff, and I am wearing some new foundation today. So I wore it yesterday for the first time. I bought it on Friday night, so hopefully it matches. My family say it looked good. And if y'all don't, can I get my sweater back, please? Sir, ma'am, let it go. No, let it go, DJ, let it go. Y'all know the lamp that I told y'all about. I just want y'all to see like the difference that it makes. Look at it. Wait, where's the light off? Okay, so I turned the light on, but I don't even feel like it made a difference. Like, it looked like the light is on. But watch when I turn this lamp on. Girl, get this lamp. Get it. Excuse me. Get the lamp, okay? Especially if you're working with like a space that you don't want to be too cluttered. I definitely recommend this lamp. Like, y'all saw how much it brightened up my video compared to it being off. Let's see. That's crazy. Yo, come on now. Come on, let's get into it, y'all. So I will definitely have this link if you are interested in this lamp. I will have the link in my description box in my Amazon storefront. Y'all, this is the bag that I am wearing, my Chanel inspired bag. We don't have the double C's around here, but that's okay. About to take my Sunday pictures just for my story and for this thumbnail. Dirty. Let's take the purse off. Okay, y'all, so here are my shoes, just my regular black shoes, but I wanted y'all to see the complete look. I need some more church shoes, honestly, some more regular shoes, but until then.
For such a time today, you are not alone. No more loneliness. A lot of times, you can be in a crowded room and still feel alone. Anybody ever had that experience? You know, you're around a lot of people, even people you're familiar with, but you feel so alone. You have friends, you have relatives, but there's nobody you feel like you can talk to because you feel alone. Sometimes people be like, well, nobody checks on me because of the image you project. A lot of times, And then a lot of times people, when they're lonely and feeling certain ways, if you ask them how they're feeling or whatever, they'll lie and say everything's good, And some of us may do that. So the thing is, you have to. Sometimes God is opening a door for you to let somebody know how you're feeling, so they can bear that burden with you and walk with you. But loneliness is not a good feeling, and there's nothing wrong with acknowledging I feel alone. I feel loneliness. Even God said when it came to Adam in Genesis, it's not good for man to be alone.
Amen.
And even in the scripture, he says two are better than one. So Jesus even sent his disciples out 2 by 2. Amen. But you have to understand, you have to learn how to deal with loneliness too. Because if you don't learn how to deal with loneliness, it'll push you into toxic relationships spiritually and naturally. Some people don't know how to be alone romantically. Do y'all know people, every time they break up with somebody, somebody's on standby already pretty much? Mm-hmm. That's because that person that interchanges, they can't stand to be alone. Right. But they're not honest in most cases to acknowledge. If you're not comfortable with yourself, how is anybody else going to ever be comfortable with you? That's what it's a sign of. You're not comfortable with yourself. You can have a good time by yourself sometimes. So you have to learn how to deal with loneliness, because the enemy will take the loneliness and use it against you. Mm-hmm. Loneliness can push you into relationships that are not God ordained relationships, because you don't want to be alone. You marry somebody, they're not for you, but I'm afraid of being alone. I need somebody to be there for me. And a lot of times, there are people that prey on people that can't deal with being alone. That's right. And they prey on you, and it's a bad situation when you are not able to stand alone. But God said that I will never leave you nor forsake you. Yeah. So even after you save, sometimes you can feel alone. And the enemy will use that against you. Nobody knows what you're going through. You're the only one. And then you won't talk to people about what you're going through because you feel alone. The enemy uses the tactic of loneliness to isolate you. Right. And once he isolates you, he can separate you and sever you from people. And if you're away from people, you can't there are some things, I know the song says encourage yourself, but there's some things you can't even encourage yourself through. Mm-hmm. You need somebody else to speak life into you, to encourage you. Yeah. Song is a great song, and it's true, but you have to have it in its proper context. There are some things you need somebody to speak life into you. Amen. To tell you that you can make it, sister. When they say it, your faith grabs hold to it, and you're able to come through because of what you heard. Because the Bible says faith comes through what? Hearing. Now that principle is you can't hear your own word. You got to hear a word from somebody else. One of the tools of isolation and loneliness is to make you feel nobody loves you. Mm-hmm. Nobody cares. And when you get to feeling lonely, you get in your emotions. Mm-hmm. You get in your feelings. Because loneliness will control your emotions. Feeling sad, pity parties, and loneliness can lead to depression if you're not careful, and anxiety. That's right. So you need to be around people that can speak life into you, people that push you, people that encourage you, people that see the potential in you and push you to be the best you that you can be. But loneliness keeps you from all that. Loneliness keeps you right where you are, and you can become comfortable. You can begin to feel good in your loneliness. And once you get comfortable in loneliness, you don't want to come out.
Ross line was super long, and they only had one cashier. I just feel like that makes no sense. If y'all see the line is wrapped around, can somebody like help her? Or I don't know if like maybe the other people aren't certified to be on the register or whatever, but I feel like Ross always has a super long line. Got to stop by Books a Million. So I've made it home, and I'm gonna show y'all what I got from all of the stores that I went by. Show y'all what I got from Dollar Tree first. I was at the register and I saw this cup and it says I got it from my mama. So I picked it up because Mother's Day is right around the corner, so I'm gonna add this to my gift. And then I be telling my mom this as well, like when she comments under my Instagram pictures and stuff like that. Like, this is one of the things that I say. I got it from my mama, like, thank you, I got it from my mama, like stuff like that. They did have a best mom ever cup, but I was like, that's kind of typical. This one is the one, so I got that one. And then also I have been looking in Walmart and Target for like these, I don't know what you call them, like, it's a fragrance warmer. I don't know what this face is. It ain't cute, but it's like what you put essential oils on top and then like a candle on the bottom. And I have a lot of essential oils that I haven't used that I've been meaning to use, but it's been really hard finding one of these for the low. So I got all 3 of them because Walmart charges like $5 just for one of these, and I was not about to do that. So that, and then I also got a black hair dye from Dollar Tree as well, because that's where I dye. That's the hair that I use. That's the hair dye that I use to dye my weave. Yeah, so Walmart, I just got some pork chops, some orange juice, and some several dog treats, several puppy treats, and I got something, oh, like puppy shampoo and spray. So I got that, and then yeah, that's it from both of those places. Oh, it's getting a lot hot up in here. Take this sweater off. Yeah, so the books that I got from Books A Million, I'm gonna start with the first one that I had picked up. And typically I am a non-fiction reader. I'm more of like a self-help business book type of person. That's just me. Now, in middle school, in high school, I was into fiction. But as I got older, I outgrew that. I used to read like Blueford High series, Goosebumps series. This past several months, I have kind of been thinking like, I do want to find a good fiction book and like read it, see if like it can. Hey, baby, don't be chewing my shoe now. Hey, no. This book was $4.97, and I really feel like I saw the cover of it, and it was a black couple, and it looked cool, you know. It grabbed my attention, and it's called The Dating Playbook. So this, and I went on Google to look up the reviews, so I pulled up the Amazon reviews. It had really good reviews for Amazon. I read just a few pages, and then I read the back of the book. It's a big book for me. It's 350 pages, and no, 348 pages. So we're gonna see how long it takes me to read this book also, but I did want something to kind of like grab me, I feel like, far as like nonfiction. So hopefully that grabs my attention, and like when I'm on break or something, I'll read it, and then probably like at night before bed or after work, just sit on the couch and read it. I just kind of wanted something like that, like a book, kind of just a cozy book, when instead of like being on social media or something, kind of like reading that. I enjoy self-help, but I did want to, like, you know, I just didn't want self-help to grab my attention at the moment. I'll just leave it at that. Then the second book that I picked up was Out of the Maze, and this is a sequel to Who Moved My Cheese, which is a really good book. And it's not, I don't want to say very short, but it is a short book. Like the pages, the reading isn't long in the book. Like Who Moved My Cheese, like y'all can see, like it's not that long. I feel like it grabs your attention. But Who Moved My Cheese was a really good book. I feel like everyone should read that book. It's very I would even say, yeah, very helpful book as well. So this is the sequel to it. This one was $2.97, and when I saw it, it reminded me of those Blueford High series books. So I definitely feel like I would definitely be intrigued and into this one, because this is the type of series that I really loved back in the day. So I know about this series, but I don't remember reading this one. If I probably did, but I'm not really sure. But yeah, I enjoyed books like this back in the day. So if y'all have any good fiction books that suggestions. If y'all have any fiction book suggestions, please let me know down below in the comment section so that I can check those out as well. But yeah, I'm gonna do some cleaning up the rest of the day, pretty much just chill, kind of get ready for tomorrow and the rest of the week. I need to pick out my clothes for tomorrow. I'll probably do a day in my life type of vlog tomorrow. I am getting brunch with my friend Daniel. He's in town, so y'all will finally see his face. How have y'all been? You know, I'm always talking about me, but how have y'all been? Like, I know y'all do be coming in, so I want to know, how are y'all? How's life been for y'all? Don't feel like you have to go too much into detail because, you know. But yeah, how's life? Like, how are things for y'all? Like, also let me know why y'all are subscribed to me. Like, what do y'all like about me and my channel, or just like me in general? Like, what made you subscribe to my channel, or like, why are you still subscribed to my channel? I feel like that's a good question to know, like, just to kind of know like what people like seeing from me. And ooh, I feel like this would be a good one. So, how do y'all heal? How do y'all heal? I'm not in the healing stage or phase to where I need to be healed or anything along those lines, but I do know that, you know, people are watching, people are in the comment section. So for those who need to heal just from like relationship trauma, childhood, adult trauma, friendships, even relatives and stuff. So how do you heal from that? What else do people be healing from? I don't really know. Love, I feel like I said that already. Just different things along that. How do y'all heal from it? I feel like step one is acknowledging that you're hurt. I feel like a lot of times we don't like to acknowledge or talk about the fact that we're hurt, or more so we'll acknowledge it. And when I say we, I'm not saying like us, but I'm just speaking in general. Yeah, I'm just speaking in general when I say we, so don't be offended. But I feel like most of the time people, we can, I don't know, like, dog, I forgot, like, we'll mention it and say like what it was, but we won't say that we were hurt by it, if that makes sense. Like, you'll acknowledge what happened, but won't say that you're hurt from it, that you're suffering, that it's a weight on you. We don't do that. I feel like we kind of have a, which this isn't, no, I feel like because sometimes we'll say it is what it is, type of situation, or yeah, but I feel like you still, even though it is what it is, you still have to deal with it, if that makes sense. A lot of times we don't like getting our hands dirty far as the dealing with it, the acknowledging it, that it hurts me, it's hurting me deep down inside. And I think too, some people don't know how to express their feelings, or some people try to be so private. So when things get the worst, that's when they want to open up and tell people about it, which I feel like people, you know, it's a thing now. I feel like private life, like having a private life, which nothing is wrong with having a private life, but I feel like you do need someone, you always need someone to talk to express yourself to. Like, don't be so private that you're shutting everyone out. You're shutting people out who love you, who help you. And I don't want to even say shutting them out, but like not being honest, not being real about things and your feelings. It's good to vent, it's good to let things out. There's healing in the tears. Never be afraid to cry. You don't have to cry in front of others, but I would say you cry around the right people, because not everybody is crying. You shouldn't be crying in front of everybody, I'll say it like that. But yeah, you just gotta know who you can cry to and with, Now, don't be crying to and with the person who you need to be healed from. That is not the shoulder that you need to lean on. Also, like, just healing from relationships. A lot of times we don't know how, some of us don't know how to be alone. Some of us are afraid to be alone. We don't like being alone. We don't know how to get to know ourselves. Even like dating yourself, like going on dates with yourself. Some people are like insecure about that. Like me going to eat by myself, won't I look crazy? Like, who does that? I'm used to eating out with people, whether that's friends or family. Like, you have to, it's so common to go on a date with yourself, like spend the day with yourself. Like, come on now. Like, you have to press past that. Like, you shouldn't always need people to do things. You don't ever want to just depend on people for everything. Like that. Healing from friendships too. We also just have to acknowledge, like, one, of course, you know what, like, acknowledge what happened. Figure out what happened in whatever situation it is. What led up to it, what caused it. What did that person do wrong? What did you do wrong? Because a lot of times we'll always just point the finger at the other person, but we never point the finger at ourselves. But you have to remember, even like as a kid, they tell you, if you point the finger, you know, you got 4 fingers pointing back at you. So what did you do at the end of the day? A lot of times I think we don't like to acknowledge what we did. Some people like to be in denial about what they did. Or you do have narcissists. Did I say that right? I hope I did. I feel like I did. But yeah, you have those type of people, and you have those people who can never see their wrong. And even if they can't see their wrong, that's okay. Say what it is that they did. I feel like you can say it to them so that they know they heard. But some people would never agree, never see their wrong, and you just gotta let that be that. Because some people would never see themselves for who they really are, what they did. Some people will not. And you have to be okay with that. You have to just know, I did my part, like, as in telling them or trying to correct your wrong. Like, sometimes we do have to go back and correct our wrong, and vice versa. But what are things that y'all do to heal? Sometimes you have to be alone in that healing phase, or be around friends and family. But especially when you're healing from a relationship, if you gotta block them, if you gotta mute their page, you need to do what you need to do so that you don't go back. If it was like a toxic type of situation, or just a really bad breakup, or even bad like friendship breakup, because that is a thing. But I do think that you need to, I've never had to block anybody, phone number or social media, anything like that. But I know some people aren't strong enough to do that, aren't strong enough to see things and not let it like tempt you to go back. Or even them texting you, because if your line is open and you know what I'm saying, and they text you, you might give in because you might be weak at night in your feelings, and they text you, and you know what I'm saying. So you have to guard yourself, basically is what I'm saying. You have to protect yourself, guard yourself till you know you are strong enough to not text back or catch feelings, stuff along that nature. But I ask y'all, how do y'all heal? Am I even talking about healing? I don't know. Oh, journaling. This is what they do. But journaling is good as well. I think you have to journal, write to yourself. You can like do a video type diary type of thing, writing it out. Yeah, sometimes you can't articulate in words out, but some people are good with pen. Some people have good penmanship. So if you need to write it out, I think some people like write letters and then burn them up or whatever. I don't know if this, I don't know if it's good or not, but yeah, reading books, I feel like too, are helpful. Books on the situation, just to kind of learn about different things. Ooh, there's a good book. that it's called Shedding by Leah Abrams. It's a really good book. I think it's really good, especially if you're dealing with like a breakup. It's really good, and I'm gonna have it linked in the description box. It's on Amazon. It's an inexpensive book. She is a friend of mine, so definitely check it out. I'm not just saying this because I know her, but it is a really good book. So she is a young black author, and she's graduating with her master's this upcoming Saturday as well. So y'all definitely, it's a really good book. I read it during my breakup. I couldn't even finish the book because I would just tear up on the first, second page. Certain pages I would just tear up because it resonated with me. Yeah, I finally finished the book, but it was a really great book, and I think it's really good, and I think it would definitely help young women and men deal with breakups. And I don't know, it could be good for friendships as well, but I definitely feel like it's definitely good for breakups because the situation I was in, yeah, I could relate to it. So it was good. I can't really think of like other healing tactics and stuff right now at the moment, but I think that that's something that we should conversate about in the description box. How to heal. What are some things that you have done, did, or know that people have done in order to heal, that help them with whatever it may be? Because yeah, like even divorce and stuff like that, like how do you heal from that? So yeah, I think acknowledgement is definitely, the sun is going down, I think acknowledging it is step one. Admitting that you've been hurt, that you're feeling some type of way about it. And I feel like sometimes we try and be so tough and, oh, like I'm not fazed by it. Sometimes I feel like we say that, but we don't. We say that just to say that, like we don't believe that. We just saying it for a cover up. So I definitely think we need to acknowledge it. We have to talk about it. You don't always have to go to a therapist, as long as you got like a good support system. Yeah. If you single, sometimes you might need to fast forward them love scenes on the movie and TV, because it might put you in your feelings, so you don't need to see that at that moment, because that might have you texting John late at night, you know what I'm saying, and you trying to heal, yet you taking 2 steps back because you in your feelings in that moment. So sometimes in order to heal, you got to do things like that too. Skip out, fast forward on certain things like that. But yeah, I feel like we could have a whole nother conversation about this, and it'd be a little bit better, because this is just kind of off the top of my head right now. I feel like every time I talk to y'all, it's like I never know what I want to talk about. I just kind of just think, and something might pop up in my head. But I feel like this is something that's really good to talk about, especially for young women who, and men too. I mean, because men don't like to express their feelings too. So, or some people just don't know where to start, especially if it's your first time going through something. Sometimes we don't know where to start, so we go back to what we know. Oh yeah, like closure. That's something that people think they need in order to heal. You do not always need closure in order to heal from a person or a situation. Sometimes that closure can make things worse, to be honest. Like, so the like that, I don't know, like sometimes we feel like we need closure. Like, what do you, sometimes I think closure, sometimes I think some people want closure sometimes just to talk to that person again, just to see if they can kind of change their mind or something along those lines. Like sometimes closure is not always the best solution. And just because they heal you, no, just because they hurt you doesn't mean they have to heal you. A lot of times we try, like closure, yeah, like I'm saying, like closure is not a healer always. Sometimes, I don't know, like it's, no, like sometimes you just need to, whatever you want to tell them, sometimes you need to just tell it to somebody else or write it down. I know the best healer there is, and that's God. He's the ultimate healer. If you need him, he will be there. He will never leave you nor forsake you. He is the ultimate healer. He can mend a broken heart, or he can mend the brokenhearted. Y'all know what I'm saying. So instead of looking to others to heal you, you need to seek God, get to know God. That's the best. That's honestly the best advice I can give you, because he can bind up those wounds. He can stitch them up for you if you just seek God, talk to him, pray to him, diligently seek him, draw nigh to him, he'll draw nigh to you. You know what I'm saying? But see, a lot of times we don't want to do that. But if you do that, I mean, you can't go wrong. He is the best thing that can ever happen to you. But yeah, it's like you can't keep picking at a wound, at a scar. You can't keep picking at it. You can't keep going back to that person, and you trying to heal, but yet you going back to your same situation, to that same person. So you're opening the wound back up. You're opening back up that scab. How can it ever heal if you keep going back to the same things that you trying to be redeemed from, that you trying to move on from? You know what I'm saying? You can't move forward if you keep moving back. Hey, get over here. But so that's that, y'all. Honestly and truly, if y'all want me to talk more on this, then I can. But yeah, don't go back to your old vomit. I'ma just leave it at that. Don't go back to your old vomit. Don't be like a dog, because you know, after dogs, after they throw up, they go back and lick it and try and eat it. Don't do that. Leave it there. Leave that man there, that friendship. If it wasn't suiting you, if it wasn't helping you grow, because sometimes the situation or the thing, person that we need to leave can be hindering us from our growth, but yet we don't know it because we've put in so many years. They said they love me, they wanted to marry me. Sometimes we be in la la land. Girl, you gotta don't be so weak in the knees. Do not be so weak in the knees. Get up, stand up, 10 toes down. Girl, if you think he good, if you seek God, imagine how much better he can bless you with a better man. Because some of these men that y'all be weak in the knees for ain't even worth it to be weak in the knees. So I'm going to need you to get up, okay? I'm going to need you to get up, strengthen them knees, all of that. Because some of these dudes, they're busters. They beat women, they cheat. And y'all who be going back to these men that be cheating, come on now. Did your mama and daddy teach you better than that? Well, I can't even say that, because some of y'all mamas and daddies, that's what y'all seen them do. So sometimes we are a product of our environment. So not everybody knows. But, girl, boy, if you letting her play you, come on now. Don't let her looks fool you, okay? Don't be with no Jezebel. No woman who trying to control you. Sometimes you got to get loose. You got to set yourself free. And when you get free at last, sometimes we try and go back to those shackles that had us bound, that had us down, because we in a new environment of freedom that we don't know how to deal with it. We don't know how to cope, how to understand it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that new environment, people get threatened, intimidated by new surroundings, things of that nature. But girl, if I could get, I hope I'm helping somebody out. I really do. Don't go back to what's hindering you. You know, sometimes we have an idea or a timeline of how we think things should go, who we plan to spend our whole entire life with. No, just take it. It is what it is, and I'm gonna move on. I'm going to move on. I'm going to take this situation and grow from it, learn from it. What can I do to become better? What did I do wrong? You know what I'm saying? That's what I do in situations. Like, so that's the kind of it is what it is type of mentality that you can have for certain things. Now, some friendships and stuff can be mended. You know, sometimes people have to be apart so that they can grow. I'm not saying that every situation is a bad situation, because sometimes some people do need to be apart in order to grow, to mature, to become better. But how can you do that if you don't have that time apart? You know what I'm saying? But sometimes some people in some certain situations aren't supposed to come back around. Sometimes it's what's done is supposed to be done. It's supposed to happen. Let it be what it is. But sometimes we're afraid of newness, of new things. We're afraid of the unknown. And you can't be afraid of the unknown. My bad. He scared me in the corner. I just seen one of them was over here, the other was over there. That scared me. But I don't even know what I was saying. Yeah, you can't be afraid of the unknown. You just have to have faith in God that everything is going to be okay. Like I said in one of my previous vlogs, what was meant to hurt you, or what you think was meant to hurt you, you just gotta let that elevate you. You just gotta step over it, honestly and truly. But like I said, being alone, and it's like sometimes people, I've known them forever, we've been together 5 years, that's all I know. I don't want to get to know anyone else, or whatever. How do I even get to know anyone else? Well, you won't get to figure that out if you trying to go back to them. How you gonna figure that out, sis? Help me and let me understand. I don't know. So, but anyways, I've been chatting for quite some time. I know the last video ended off 30. This one is at going on 10 minutes, so I'm gonna let this be the end of this vlog. I hope y'all enjoyed my little chit chat on healing. Oh, did I tell you? Like, let me even say myself. So some things that I've done to heal in the past was seeking God, praying, talking to God, getting in His Word, talking, venting to trustworthy people. You can't just be venting to know any and everybody. You gotta know who to vent to now. Don't just be out here talking to any and everybody about your business now, okay? But be wise in venting. That, reading books that dealt with what I needed healing in to help me. Far as like relationship books. Yeah, relationship books. Yeah, what else? Hanging out with people, hanging out with friends, like just being around like good people, family, friends, good vibes, to like take your mind off things, like so you're not always in the moment in your head, because sometimes your head can get the best of you, or just like reminiscing, thinking back. So just being busy. Get busy. Not so busy to where you're like covering up the hurt with dirt, but just in those times where you need to not think about it because you might go and text them, you know what I'm saying? Do that. So that, what else have I done? I really can't think off top. Feel like that was quite a few things. You can, yeah, did I say journal? You can, what I tell people to do too, I tell my friends this, like especially in the beginning stage, if you want to text him, do not text him. If you know, because sometimes we can look like a fool. Sometimes we be looking like a fool, wanting closure, spilling your feelings, and you just look like a flat out fool. Or it's been months and this man done moved on, she done moved on, but yet you want to see what they up to. Or should I text them this, or wish them a happy birthday? Should I? Girl, boy, girl, you just want to text him. You just hoping that he start a conversation with you. Don't be no fool. Please do not be no fool trying to reach out to somebody, because at the end of the day you're gonna look stupid. Especially if they don't want you. If he wanted you, don't you think y'all would have been together? Come on now. Like, have some self-respect for yourself. I'm talking to women, I'm talking to men. Don't be no fool. Don't be using this closure, this happy birthday, you know what I'm saying? Hey, how are you? Checking on your mental health. What? Nigga, please. Do not be a victim to that. Don't fall for it. You, at the end of the day, you just trying to see if they still want you, or you just want to be in communication with them. If you want to do that, I tell my friends, hey, if you feel like texting him, send a text to yourself instead, writing your notes and the little notes out, or text it to me or something, but do not text him. Like, do not look like no fool. And that's the thing. Then too, if he don't respond, how you gonna feel? You gonna feel like a fool. You gonna feel like a fool at the end of the day. So don't be a fool. Don't be using that closure and stuff. That's fool mentality sometimes. It's fool mentality. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be the one to say it. It's fool mentality sometimes. Like, sometimes closure ain't always closure. Sometimes there is a motive behind people closures. And I'm just saying what I'm saying, but it's the truth. It's the truth. I done been there before. I need my closure. But I'm just trying to see if his feelings done changed since the last time we talked. Hello, somebody. I'm telling y'all, because I know. I've been there. I've been there before. Don't be no fool. Don't be no fool. But yeah, I'm telling y'all, don't be no fool. And we all done been there. I'm not gonna say we all done been there before, but you know what I'm saying? Hey. But yeah, y'all, don't be no fool. I hope I'm helping somebody. If I'm not, that's okay. I'm just saying, I'm putting it out there. It is what it is. One day somebody gonna be helped, or you know what I'm saying? But let's get the chatting in the comments, y'all. I did enjoy this. I enjoyed this, and I hope that y'all have a great week and that y'all Sunday has been going great. I don't know when this video is going to air, but yeah, so that's that for today, you guys. I hope y'all, if you aren't subscribed to my channel already, please subscribe. Leave a comment down below, whether that's letting me know that you enjoyed this video or giving some healing advice. Oh, them books, for real, I do want book recommendations and reviews. If y'all read any of the books that I showed, let me know what you thought about it. And yeah, so subscribe, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, on TikTok at Gabrielle Morris _. But yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching once again, and until next time, bye.